Here at Logos, we've designed a brand new learning experience called Logos Mobile Education. We've flown in world-renowned professors to teach on their areas of expertise and to share with you their passion for ministry. Their lectures are searchable. They're linked to your entire library, and for each course, we've crafted a set of training videos to teach you how to use Logos to dig even deeper. And then we've tied it all together with Faith Life so that you can learn in community. Today, you're going to get the first look at Dr. Mark Furtado's course, Introducing the Old Testament, its structure and story. We designed the courseware to work within Logos Bible software, so if you use Logos, you can use our courseware too. It's made up of two parts, a video resource and a transcript resource. So first, let's take a look at the video resource. And here, I'll just play an excerpt from one of Dr. Furtado's segments so that you can see what it's like, and then I'll talk about how we designed these videos.
Most of us, when we were learning in our earlier education how to write essays, for example, were told to vary our vocabulary, because if we don't vary our vocabulary, what we're writing will be boring. Well, Hebrew teachers taught their students the exact opposite. They said, repeat your vocabulary, because if you don't repeat your vocabulary, how will people ever understand the point that you're trying to make? And so looking for repetitive vocabulary is a key to discerning structure in Hebrew narrative and in Hebrew poetry.
Just from that excerpt, you can see that the presentation and the content are very focused. Now, here's the transcript. We've had our instructional designers go back through all the transcripts and enhance them so that they work just like a Logos book. Think of the enhanced transcript as the course notes. You can pause the video and go right over to the transcript, select the term Hebrew poetry, and then right-click and select Search Entire Library from the menu. And in less than 2 seconds, you have links to every place in your library where the term Hebrew poetry occurs. In this lecture, Dr. Furtado talked about the structure of the book of Jonah. So our editors searched and linked to this article here on the structure of the book of Jonah. They've even highlighted for you where to begin reading and where to stop reading. If you want to take a course with a group of friends, you can do that too. You can take notes right in the transcript and share those notes with people in your group. You can see their comments and questions and even respond right within Logos. Now, our courseware wouldn't be complete unless we showed you how to use Logos Bible software. We've commissioned several experts in the software who also have knowledge of the biblical and theological domains to produce 10 tutorial videos specific to each course. So I'm going to play 2 excerpts from this tutorial. The first part deals with the operation of the word list tool.
Now, because I only want to include the words in Jonah's prayers, I'm going to add my words by selecting the Bible text. So let's move this empty word list out of the way and select the words in Jonah's prayer. Now, I can go back to the Add menu and choose Add Words from Selected Text. So now I have a list of all the Hebrew words that are used in Jonah's grateful prayer.
So now let's jump over here and I'll play for you another excerpt from the tutorial video. In this section, Mark Barnes has taken the text from Jonah's angry prayer and put that into a word list. He's taken the text from Jonah's grateful prayer and put that into a word list. And he's combined these two into one list, and now he's going to make some observations about the words that occur most frequently. He's going to draw from Dr. Furtado's lecture content from the previous video and even develop the content into a teaching point.
Dr. Furtado suggested that when we compare these two prayers together, we might come away thinking that the grateful prayer sounds very hypocritical and self-righteous, and I think he's right. But I also think that's even clearer when we have this word list in front of us. Have you noticed what word Jonah uses more than any other in these two prayers? The list is currently sorted by count, which means that right at the top is the word that Jonah uses more than any other. 24 times in these two prayers he says the word I. Dr. Futato pointed out that in the grateful prayer, Jonah is thankful for the one sinner who was saved. That's himself, of course. But that in the angry prayer, he can't bring himself to be thankful for the 120,000 repentant sinners whom God has saved. So when we compare these two lists, we find that the grateful prayer is just as much about Jonah as his angry prayer. And that suggests that Jonah is not just being self-righteous, but he's also being incredibly self-centered.
So you can see how he weaves together the operation of the software along with the application of the professor's content. You not only learn about the software, but you learn how to do theology with Logos. Get the training you need right where you are and order Logos Mobile Education today.